And it's game time. All right. First qualifying session of the 2026 season. Big shout out to Paul in the live chat. Sylvia with Kelly joining us today in the live chat. Who else we got in here? We got Galactus in the live chat, and we are live and ready to go. Hopefully nothing goes crazy. You know how internet services can be at odd times of night. Motherfuckers just be playing around with our damn internet service. These things are going to go. We are getting ready to line these things up. By the way, Kimi Antonelli having one bad spill right there earlier today in FP3 wasn't good, but George Russell goes off on the track and puts in a hellified lap, which put some people on notice. I'll just say that, put some people on notice. And now we're here to see what's really going to happen. How's it really going to go down? Is everything that we've seen going to be realized? I think it's too early to call the Mercedes a rocket ship. I think they're overreacting right now. Now, I'm not saying that Mercedes is not going to come in and do well, or maybe they do lead by 6/10, but I just feel, what's going on, Roxanne? Roxanne, remember I told you to get with me on social media. If you're having trouble getting into Discord, also you have other family members here that you might be able to get in contact with, but get with me in one of the social media platforms so I can work with you. Try to get you into the Discord as soon as possible, try to find out why you're not able to get in there. Usually it's something simple like email or just missing a selection. But what's going on, Sylvia Wade Kelly? We got Dreads in the house. So I'm going to start this off right now. And I'm going to do this in the inverse way. Who are of Q1? Top 3 out of Q1. I'm going to say I'm going Hamilton first. I'm just going to go ahead and go there. Next. Which one of these do you think is going to be in the top 3 out of Q1? Hamilton, Pia. Hamilton or Pia? It looked pretty good for Ferrari, but it might be similar to what we saw last season. Last season, they looked good. Q1, Q2, Q3, Ferrari turns back into a damn pumpkin. So we're going to see what happens there. But yeah, Kimi in that Mercedes, he tore that shit up. Paul in the super chat, 38 months. What's good, fam? Here we are, round 1. Hope everyone has a great qualifying. Smash the like button, y'all. Peace and love to Mr. Check-In himself. That's what I call Paul, Mr. Check-In himself, because he check-in like that. Right now, we have the drivers. If it's your first time joining us, it's a little bit different this time around because we have more teams. So with having more teams, things are a bit different. So let's just break this down. Instead of the bottom 5, we're going to have the bottom 6, both Q1 and Q2. The red area are all drivers that are in jeopardy of not making it into the next qualifying session, which from right now would be Q2. And Q2 will have another set of 6 drivers that will have to fight in order not to be the last 6. And after that 6, it will just be the top 10 battling it out for pole or positioning in that order. So that is what you have if it's your first time joining us for a qualifying session. Right now, there has been positive things said about Audi. So we'll see how that's going to continuously go. And who knows? Audi might actually be straight dog with it. Audi might actually be a straight dog with it. So that is what we're waiting to see. I honestly think that shit. I don't know, man. I'm kind of in between right now. Honestly, I'm in between what might and what might not happen right now. So I guess we're gonna kind of sit back and see what it is. I don't want to make anything too early, but right now Russell goes to the top of the charts, and he's 6/10 again in front of the next person. So I think the color on Audi and the Ferrari needs to be very distinguished. So I do think, kind of like you have with the Haas and you have with Cadillac, you can really tell by those grays that one's different than the other, especially with the white accent right there. I think that Ferrari and Audi somebody's going to have to go with the dark box. And honestly, I think it should be Audi that goes with the dark box since we got more of a white tail on the Ferrari. So they need to kind of change that up. I don't know if they are, but we'll see what happens. Sylvia with Kelly said smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Join the fam. Join the Discord. 90% say Lewis Hamilton. Yo, I'm hoping that this is the season where Lewis Hamilton is going to do just way more. Also, don't forget, chat, don't forget, we do have that giveaway going this week for the first race of the season, the George Russell Mercedes car with the George Russell trading card. All super chats, as many super chats as you do, put your name on the wheel, and that gives you an increased chance of getting that prize, and we'll have other prizes throughout the season. So, yeah, it's going to be a good time. This season really came back around pretty damn fast, though. Season came back around fast. I got to ask you all that. I felt like the season came back around fast. I felt like it did, man. I felt like it wasn't over, and then it just came back. Paul, bro, I had to do the same thing. That's why I was late. Literally had to start YouTube over. Trust me, YouTube is not our friend right now. It's actually pretty whack as it sits. All right, right now we still got Russell at the top by 6, 10, like 5 now. What's up, Lindblad though? Lindblad is 18 years old, and bro is up there. I mean, he's 5/10 behind George Russell, but he's up there. I'm just saying. Norris and Pia sitting down there, man, I'm just saying, I don't know. Lindblad might be something. I know, honestly, I can't stand to listen to him in press conferences. He's like another Liam Lawson. They say so many times it gets aggravating, and he is about the same as that. So I don't know. Maybe it's a V-carb thing. Maybe if you race for V-carb, you have to say at least 50 to 60 times during any question you ask in a press conference. But it sounds absolutely crazy. It's aggravating. I couldn't listen to him in the press conference because of that. I was like, man, I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. You're saying way too many times. After that, it becomes a nuisance to me. We got a yellow flag right now on the track. Says sector 2. Lewis Hamilton coming across there. Leclerc is in second. Lewis is in fifth. And that turns to a red flag, which possibly means, I hope at least it means, something that is warranted to really carry it into a red flag. I think sometimes red flags got a little bit too razzle-dazzle, where I don't think it needed to be a red flag, but we'll see if that's going to be a red flag. But we are red flag right now, which means if it is your first time joining us this season, the session is prolonged. The session, Max Verstappen Max Verstappen wrecks the car. Oh, my gosh. That can't be the greatest driver of Formula One, is it? Max bringing it in fashion. Good job, buddy. Max Verstappen says, I am crash out Mad Max, and this is why. Now, there's nobody to blame for that 20G hit right there. They can't blame Lewis, can't blame anybody else. Just got to blame Max for that. I'm just saying, I think it might be a little quiet today. Thank you very much, Max. It is just over 11 minutes at midnight, and Max Verstappen just prolonged our qualifying session. Appreciate you, Max. Thanks for the prolonging of the qualifying session, man. There you go, folks. One of the greatest drivers in Formula One history, doing it like he does it, except he just did it to himself. Instead of wrecking somebody else out, maybe Max's way this season, like, I'm just going to take that urge and wreck myself out. Oh, my gosh, he peeled that. He absolutely peeled that. Yeah, he peeled that. That must have been that first gear trick. That must be what that was. That was that first gear trick that everybody was raving about. He's got a trick up his sleeve. Yeah, that's what happens when you downshift in too low of a gear at a certain speed. You basically effectively put brakes on. If that is the case, that is likely what will happen. I'm telling you right now, balling. A lot. Let me tell you right now, about 0.025% of Formula One spectators just went to sleep. They just cut it off and they went back to bed. They're not even watching qualifying right now. Paul says still be Lewis's fault somehow. Somehow the FIA is going to come out with a report that's going to say, although Max was by himself and it was totally nobody's fault, no other car was around him, we feel that Lewis Hamilton could have did a little bit more to help keep Max out of that wall. We think that Lewis should have been there to act as a guardrail so that Max would have ran into him and possibly stayed on track, but Lewis would have broke his car all the way up. For that, we're going to give Lewis a 10-second penalty in tomorrow's GP. That's what we're going to do. Tomorrow GP, Lewis got a 10-second penalty. Some way, somehow, the FIA will find a way to do it. Well, this season did start spectacular right now. I mean, good God almighty. That woke me up. If you don't drink coffee, seeing that, get you a little spiked up. So now, good thing is, I also will say this. I know earlier I had a rant when we were talking about Lewis Hamilton and the continent of Africa getting a Grand Prix. And there were some people that felt I shouldn't be talking about that. There were some people that felt I didn't have a right to talk about that I just need to talk about Formula One and that no politics in sports. Well, I'm going to respond to those people. You're a dumbass because politics are a part of sports and sports are a part of politics, or else I guess the winning team wouldn't always be invited to the White House, or political figures wouldn't come to racing events, or you wouldn't have talked to political figures when you needed other arenas. So what I'm going to tell you is, if you don't want to listen to what the fuck I have to say, take your ass to another channel. You don't have to be here. Don't click watch. Don't click listen. Don't do none of that shit. Take your ass somewhere. But what you won't do, or what you can do in the chat, but understand that I don't give a damn and I'm going to do what I want to do. You're not going to try to tell me what I can and what I can't talk about on my platform. So with that being said, I think like Max just told the track to F itself, yeah, take it easy. All right, so right here we got Gary in the live chat. The W17's performance just proves my theory that Red Bull influenced the last set of regs to be developed in the way that they would hurt Mercedes and Lewis. I think you have some validity to that. I think that could have some valid, man. For sure. For sure. Who else we got here? We got Paul in the Super Chat said, with Max, it's never the car, it's Max. Better keep the same energy. You know what? That is true. Keep the same energy. Because I want to see a different Max Verstappen this season. I want to see a Max Verstappen that's going to show a bit of growth and maturity. To say, you know what? Listen, it was me. The cars are new. Everybody's trying to get adjusted to them. I'm trying to find my driving style in this car, and I made a call that I thought worked. I tried something else before, and it just didn't work. But maybe it possibly could be something with the car. This is a very, I really honestly think he downshifted, and I think he downshifted. I think he was doing his first gear trick, and it didn't work because that looks crazy, but it could have been something with the car for sure. I mean, we legitimately are in one of the biggest changes of regulations for these cars ever. So I give him some leeway on that side, but I mean, he's supposed to be able to drive a Haas or an AlphaTauri to pole and make magic happen, turn doodle into damn gumdrops and Hershey Kisses. So shit, I would expect a lot from that. But you know what I say. We just starting. Well, just starting. Maybe they're gonna keep it easy this season, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, the track is clear. Good thing most of that was all off in the gravel, so thank Max for that. Spider R3580. Damn, you going to add more and more letters every season, bro. I just hope Lewis didn't leave Merck for them to come back and win a WDC a year later. Nonetheless, the Ferrari looking good. Practice up from here. For sure. Now, I'll say this, man. I think I shared this with you all, and I think some of you all agree. I don't think it was just I honestly think Lewis is still at Mercedes had Mercedes showed the respect that they needed to show. Now, some people say it wasn't Toto, it was the board members, and Lewis wanted a legacy deal. He deserved a legacy deal. He deserved a legacy deal for a legend. He did. He deserved that, for sure. Now, also what I think is, if it wasn't for some of the blatant disrespect that was happening within when Lewis was trying to tell them that your car isn't right, I think that Lewis probably can tough that out and stay there. But once you have the situation that happened after 2021, and then you made this decision, and then I see you going out here trying to court Max because he was fake available, then there was so many things where Lewis just felt, this is not something that I should be going through with a team that I've done so much for and we've done so much together. So I don't know. And I remember what I did tell you all. If there's a team I trust going into a new era of regs where the power unit changed to this degree, I have to trust Mercedes because they've shown me before they have the ability to adjust to that type of situation. And if that's the case, then I stand correct with being that way. Only thing I questioned them about was the aerodynamics, since they horribly baffled that up with the slim down side pods they thought was going to be a miraculous magic trick, and it was horrible. It was a nightmare. So we'll see. All right, here we go. Here we go. 7 minutes and 29 seconds on the clock. Track temp is 34.8 Celsius. Air temp is 20.3 Celsius. Humidity is 66.4. And there is no rain right now in our forecast. That clock is now ticking down. We are about to go ahead and get the green light at the end of pit lane in about 30 seconds, and we will get this Q1 session back going. They will have about 7 minutes and maybe 6 minutes and 45 seconds to start proving themselves and then go from there. Now, Kimi totally ruined the car earlier. I mean, he absolutely bent it up. So that was unfortunate for Kimi. And right now, Kimi Antonelli would sometimes, I think honestly, they probably would have had to change that chassis. I do honestly think that was a bad impact. We got Gary in the super chat says, nah, Toto felt Lewis and George in a competitive car would be 2016 Part 2 and chose to side with youth. Yo, Gary, that's a take that I haven't heard in the chat, bro. That's kind of interesting that you would say that, bro. That's a good one. Stephen Myers is in the super chat. Don't forget everybody putting their name in. Ferrari running decently on mediums, hiding some speed. So Gary, so Steph, you think Ferrari is really saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're gonna go into the sandbagging thing. We're about to do this. All right. I'm about to poll this. We're gonna poll this. Who thinks Ferrari is actually hiding? I got you coming up, Mechanic Mercedes. I'm about to put this poll up. Who thinks Ferrari's actually hiding some pace? All right. Mechanic Mercedes in the super chat says Ferrari had better PU in 2017, 2018. Seb and Ferrari made too many mistakes. You know, that's true too, man. Don't forget about that little Ferrari trick they had. Don't forget about that, bro. Do not forget about that. Here we are, Chad. We back out on track. Leclerc's in second. Lewis Hamilton's in fifth. Surprisingly, I know it right now it's not surprising, but it's good. It's kind of, what's the best way to put this? It's notable to see that Audi's in the top. They're in the top 10 right now. Cadillac is not. Remember what I said, Audi having a bit of experience from a team that has been on the grid for some time matters. Cadillac is fresh out of the box. Audi is not really fresh out of the box. Audi is a team with a fresh coat of paint. Just keeping it real. So, yeah. Team with a fresh coat of paint showing that, yeah, we had a leg up due to having some data and everything else that we needed. So, yeah, y'all, 60% of you all think that Ferrari are hiding pace. Ooh, okay. All right. We're going to see. Because George Russell showed it. FP3, George went out there and showed them that, yeah, we got a little something over here at the Merc. And something over here in the Merc garage. Here you go, 6/10 like that. Now, I really need to look at previous track times because I think it's fast in comparison to right now, but I'm not sure it's fast in comparison to what we've seen before. You know, it's just all about perspective right now, in my opinion. We got DG Big Blue Navy. Hoorah. He said, what are the chances that the Middle East race will be canceled? If so, what tracks would you like to see replace them? Yo, DG Big Blue, I don't know about which tracks right now, but I can say that I don't think they will be. Remember what I told y'all? I told y'all, what else did we say? I said I did not think, and I think I might have been the only one that said it, I did not think that Ferrari's going to bring the rotating wing the first race. And they didn't bring it. Remember, I didn't think they was going to bring that. I thought that would have been a little risky. I said they probably need a little bit more time to be sure about what to expect from that. So they didn't bring it. We'll see what happens. Hey, what's up, Canada in the house? Gary said, Joy, I've been waiting. He been waiting his whole life for this moment. All I got is one mic. Joy been waiting his whole life for this moment, bro. What's up, Julius in the house? Ferrari is hiding pace like Lewis was hiding Kim. Shit. Oh, man. It was all good to the end. Oh, that was a vicious one, bro. That was a good one. What's up, South Africa in the house? Yeah, they ain't like me standing up about the Africa shit early, man. They was mad. Them haters be mad when you try to put Africa on the forefront. They be getting mad. They get jelly out there. Yo, that was good, man. Here we go. Russ, man. Right now, that 10th is coming down. That time's coming down. Pia's up in second. Hamilton is in third. They starting to get a little head here. They starting to get a little comfortable. Oh, yeah, by the fourth or fifth race, this might be nice and spicy. Stefan in the Super Chat says, Audi has deep history in autosports. I'm keeping eyes on them for some decent race this year. Facts. That is true. Audi is definitely seasoned, man. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They are very seasoned, man. Pia doing his thing out here, man. I want to see Pia just bring it to. You know what I noticed in Drive to Survive? What I noticed in Drive to Survive is, do you see Toto smirk? He's like, yo, I want to see Pia bring the fight to Lando like nobody's business. And let me tell you what I learned in Drive to Survive. Piastri should have put some mental pressure on Lando, and he would have had him. Because Lando's mental ability was very frail. Had Pia decided just to be that Piastri, that dog, and talk shit to Lando, especially in the press conference, like, yo, this not no team thing anymore. I'm running my team. He's on his team. I'm going for the world championship. He's going for the world championship. I don't want to hear any radio messages about helping him. I'm telling you, Lando wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it that final stint in Formula One. I don't think mentally he would have been ready for that type of Piastri to play those mental war games, which is why he loses to Max so much, because he's not good at the mental war games. Piastri got to be a dog on the track. He got to be a dog in the meetings. He got to be a dog at the press conferences. And Lando is going to fold. Lando's going to fucking fold. Just telling you, he got to exploit Lando at every turn. All right, y'all said 68% of you all said yes, that Ferrari is hiding pace. Okay, we'll see. Mechanic Mercedes, Pia does better the first half of the season. That is true. He started faulting on that second half of the season. The accident he had, you know, yeah. Well, you know what? This season I want to see him. Let's see if he can put it all the way together. Let's see if he can put a full season together. Sylvia with Kelly, big shout out and blessings to you and your family. All right, that is it. Q1 is over, and right now, your bottom six will go to the trailer, open up the Xbox or the PlayStation 5, and get on the joysticks. Those drivers that will not be joining us for Q2 are Alonso, Stroll at the very damn bottom, Sainz, Verstappen, the entire Cadillac team, Colapinto, and Gasly only gets saved because Verstappen went out early. If not that, all of Alpine and Cadillac would have been out. Now, I'm wondering if there's still some more time in here for some improvement from Colapinto. So that's what I want to know, if that's going to happen. Is Colapinto about to bump Alonso out somehow? Bow! Colapinto up out of the breakdown zone. Puts Alonso, the entire Aston Martin team, you're out. Behrman is out as well as Ocon makes it in. Damn, Colapinto says, watch me work. Mechanic Mercedes says, what would that boy Hadjar? Hey, yo, Hadjar, I want to see Hadjar be a boss. He in fifth right now. Hadjar in fifth. I'm trying to see Hadjar be able to shake off that number 2 seat curse, man. Trying to see Hadjar come up and do something with his life in that number 2 seat. I would like to actually see him beat Max Verstappen out for the season in the number 2 seat. I mean, it only took him damn near 6 years to find a driver that could drive in a similar driving style. If that's Hadjar, I'm with it. Because I like Hadjar. Y'all already know that off the back season. Hadjar, one of them dogs, man. There it is, peeps. There it is. We're going to see who's pulling up and who's going to be dropping off next. What we got right there, Gary in the Super Chat said, got my wish, no Aston Martin and no Max. Yo, that's probably a lot of people's wish. Oh, that is one good way to start it off. Hey, Antonelli, yo, they got that car put together for Antonelli, man. He's 6 after having a car that he totally destroyed. Getting 6. Big shout out to Mercedes mechanics making that happen in a small amount of time, just a few hours. I want to see Ferrari on softs. They are close on mediums on the top. Leon's son, me too. Me too. All right, here we go, Chad. Here we go. Let's see what we're going to do on this one. Let's see. Let's take a look at the chart in big time. We got Russell at the top, but it's not by 6/10 anymore. We're going to do a poll on who we think is going to be the next driver to drop out. Spider R35 in the Super Chat says, I learned that I never want to hear Zach Brown speak again. Did you see how they knew the car was super low beforehand with that double DNF and man, yo, he knew, bro. Right away, bro. Right away, he was like, damn, shit. We got caught with that shit. Yeah, he knew, bro. He knew. That's why he said it was on him, because that was his call. Ride height was his call. All that shit, it was his call. He knew what was up. Julius in the Super Chat says, man, what's going on with Haas? What you mean what's going on with Haas? What you mean, Julius? What you mean? Put some more context on what you mean by what's going on with Haas while I make this next poll right here. All right, who's out in Q2? Let me pick some drivers while Julius put some context on that. Who's out in Q2? Let me see. I think all of Haas might have come as far as they're going to come, so I'm going to go ahead and put my dog up there. SD Bestie. I do believe that Ann will be out of there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with Olaw. There we go. Who do you think is more likely to be out in Q2? Remember, y'all got to remember, Haas was showing a bit of improvement even last season. Just over the last 2 seasons, Haas been showing us something. So Haas has not really been slack as much as before, especially with Komatsu with him. He's kind of changed the way that team moves forward. You know, more so than what Gene Haas would have had. He's put a different vibe in there. So Haas has not been that one team that we once knew him as. I think they've done better. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens there. Bortoleto having a better machine. We're gonna see what he continues to do, especially if Audi continues to develop. I mean, it would be absolutely wild if Audi comes into a season and gets 4th in constructors. That's going to be crazy. 4th for 4 rings. That is a monumental accomplishment if Audi comes into the 2026 season and they get 4th in the constructors. I think it's too early for us to do a pole position on that. It's like way too early. We need to wait until at least round 12, midway through the season, and just kind of go from there. But that would be crazy. And then hopefully by round 12, maybe they're 7th, 6th, points are tight. Got enough time to make both drivers are getting points in these race events. That'd be nice. The Racing Bulls at 8th and 9th tied together shows that these drivers might be equal on ability, which kind of, to me, means more Lindblad has more upside than Lim Lawson does, because he's a rookie in here. He's a rookie. I think Lindblad not 18 years old. What's up, Paul in the Super Chat? Smack, man, Paul. I appreciate you, brother. You, Sylvia with Kelly. Y'all be on it, man. Smash that like. Hulk smash. For sure. Yo, I'm so glad. I am so glad that Danica Patrick is no longer on Sky Sports. Oh, my gosh. That was definitely addition by subtraction. For real. Nasty Stu, what's up, bro? Nasty Stu say Hamilton is really driving the car. The car fits him. Pia look ready to be champion. He does. We was just talking about that, Nasty Stu. We were just talking about how Pia need to press him. So, yeah, 38% of you all said Colapinto. I kind of think I might agree with you all on that. Hey, man, I know it's early. I know it's early, but I kind of got to do it. I got to do it. I got to do it. Who got Ham on podium, man? Who got Hamilton for a podium this race weekend? Who got Hamilton for a podium this race weekend? Gotta ask. I was trying not to ask it, but I gotta ask it. Mechanic Mercedes says race on Saturday here. I'm down for a grudge race Sunday. Man, shit, Sunday, bro. I already got some family things to be doing, man, so we might not have a grudge race this Sunday, bro. Might not have a grudge race this Sunday, for sure. But we going to be in it again, trust that. Who got it? 89% say yes? Okay. Man, I'm telling you, y'all listen, do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember these days? Y'all listen, y'all thought I didn't have them. Listen. Lewis Hamilton right here, British GP Lewis win, 2024. Y'all thought I didn't have these? This are all the bottles we was popping. These are all the bottles that we was popping, chat. Look, y'all thought I didn't have them. Which one is this one? Let me see which one this one is. This is Lewis second. This was at the, which one? Russell was third. I think this is Germany. This might be Germany GP. I can't read it. Damn, I kind of messed that one up. Let me see which one this one is. Oh, this is Brazil. This is the Brazil GP. This was Brazil 2022. First for Russell, second for Hamilton. Let me see which one this one is. Yo, this is some history right here, chat. This one right here was Austin GP 2022, Lewis Hamilton third. This one was a little hard to see this one. Yo, we had some times right here, chat. This was Monza 2022. Russell third. Yo, we had some times in here, man. Y'all thought I didn't have those things? Man, I got all them bottles we was popping. 89% say yes. Okay. Now, how many of you all are in the field vibes? Because it seems like a lot of people were counting Russell immediately for a champion. So I got to see where you all are at on that. Yeah, we got a lot in there. There's actually a lot in there. If I poured them out, it would be all over this table. Good times, said we would, Kelly. Them good times. All right, who else we got? Who did I miss on the Super Chat? Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody on Super Chat. I got you, Mechanic Mercedes. Got you, bow. Bet. All right, here we go. We are on Q2. 12 minutes in here. Let's go to the big board. P at the bottom, Lando. Hamilton at the top of the charts right now. Let's see if he's going to keep that. You know, it's early. DG Big Blue Navy. Hoorah. Yo, and condolences to all the families that have lost soldiers in this debacle that's going on right now, too. He says Hamilton on podium and Aston Martin and Honda are trash. Damn, bro. Oh, man. Oh, Lewis Hamilton, fastest lap, 120.08 on soft compound tires. Where is the Leon son? Leon said, I want to see him on softs. I want to see what they're going to. Damn, well, it's still early. Ocon 12 seconds off. Albon. Yo, Williams is definitely on the back foot right now. That was looking crazy, but we'll talk about that tomorrow sometime because we'll talk about this whole free practice qualifying session. There's been a lot going on this first weekend. It's been very interesting. Very interesting to say the least. All right, Leclerc takes over top position, man. Let's go. Leclerc up there. I mean, it was Leclerc, not Hamilton. Leclerc up there is crazy. Damn, pushing these laps up, Chad. Pushing these laps up. Got that. All right, here we go. We got 10 minutes. Yo, Lindblad and Lawson are sticking together right there with the Racing Bulls. Let me see what y'all got on this. 96% of y'all said no. Yeah, I thought it was real early and kind of, Carlos even said Russell, and then they were talking about Russell. I just think it's way too early to be talking about somebody being a champion this season. Now, if you want to say they look like they ready to be a champ, Antonelli at the top of the charts with a 119. Woo! 19 years old out here trying to show you. I do hope this young man has a better season. Last season was rough for him as young as he was. Y'all got to remember, Antonelli was crying during press conference. I ain't really be a crier, so when people cry, I be like, man, what the hell you crying for? But he was crying. He was going through his back. Russell said, hold up, little bro. Sit back. Russell said, sit back, bro. 118. The silver arrows are flying right now. Lando trying to put in some time. He's trying to get back to the top right there. Where's Piastri, man? Where's Pia? Lindblad in fourth. Damn, what's going on right now? Who is this guy? Who does this guy think he is? Starting to put a little distance between him and Lawson, though. Yeah, he definitely. So I'm hoping that he has a better season. Because it's hard. He a kid. He trying to take all that in. He young. He's still thinking about the way he looked to his peers. He trying to still learn how to adapt to a Formula One professional lifestyle. He's embarrassed. He wants to do the best he can. That's a lot of pressure for somebody that's 17, coming in 18, turning 19. That's a lot of pressure. So I don't fault him at all. Pia. There you go, Pia. He's 6/10 off, though. Damn. This shit might be real right here this first weekend. 6/10? Do you know what 6/10 is going to look like mid-race? 6/10, Russell's going to be out there by himself. He's going to be bored racing. With 6/10 average lap pace, that's going to be him in the wind. He's going to start lapping the backfield. That's going to be wild. If nobody is going to be even anywhere closer than that, that's going to be wild. And honestly, to see that big of a gap the first race, it's not amazing to me. It's just a matter of time to me. Now, it could actually be realized throughout the course of the season. And if so, if Russell is 6/10 faster, or Mercedes as a team is 6/10 faster than their competitors throughout the season, then yeah, it's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. It's going to be over. And there's going to be a lot of people out there that won't like it, but I'm not going to be too terribly tore up about it. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not going to be too terribly tore up about it. And especially if Ferrari is in the midst, but I really want to see Lewis Hamilton get his 8. Bro, anytime you see somebody done wrong, you want to see things done right. So, I'd want to smack Toto and see Lewis Hamilton get his 8th because Toto could have done a lot more. He could have done better for that. But, hey, we're going to see what happens. Lewis Hamilton comes across the scales. He's getting ready to roll back out. The Ferrari does look better, though. The Ferrari car does, right now, it's still early, but it does look more manageable. And that's a very important thing. It doesn't look as squirrely and as crazy. Now, some of these teams, because we saw, are still facing some challenges, especially Aston Martin. But it looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit more manageable. It looks a little bit more controllable. So I don't know if this rotating rear wing is actually going to make its way back. But if that is an element that is going to be refined to actually be productive, and then they add that component to an already developing car in the right direction, that might be a game changer. It could be a game changer, for real, especially if everything checks out and it functions the way that they planned it to. It could be a game changer. So we will see. So right there, Leclerc sitting at the bottom. And unfortunately right now, y'all see it. Lewis Hamilton is at the bottom of 16th. He's at the bottom. He's in the drop-off zone. And if he does not improve, it is going to be a wrap. And honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, it's the first race. Some of this shit is still testing to some of these teams in real race form. They're learning They're learning an abundant amount through the course of this weekend for sure. And we're going to see them put whatever they learn to the test. Mechanic Mercedes says Ham was randomly called to have his car checked. Yeah, I saw that. It was random. It's almost comparable to when you work somewhere and they say they do random drug testing, but every time that cycle comes through, they hand you the form. Oh, we need you to go take you random. How the hell I get random 5 times back to back? Shit, I can't even win the lottery. I can get a drug test random 5 times back to back, and I can't even get the Powerball. I can't get cash 3. Nah, this ain't random. So I don't know how random it was, but that's what they say. But you know they got to call somebody in. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. A piece of Hamilton's car came off the track. Car weighs lighter. We found him. And that's what Max ran over in that turn, caused him to go off track. 20-second time penalty for Lewis Hamilton, causing Max Verstappen to wreck his car. That's what they was doing. They setting it up right now. They setting it up. They setting it up. Oh, man. All right, we got 4 minutes left in Q2. Yo, I am lively right now. It's about to be 1 a.m. I have not been asleep for shit. I've been asleep for a long time, actually. So, yes, this is lively. This is what the first race of the season would do to you. And we had a track that's kind of like, oof, damn, what's up with the Audi right now? Audi looked like it might be done. Oh, no, they was just doing something straight. I think it's good. They taking off. I was going to say, damn, the Audi ain't out of here, is it? Audi has been reliable, though, also. Audi's been reliable, and that is a very good quality to have. Now, listen, we got 3 minutes and 58 seconds right here. Drivers in jeopardy of being dropped off at the next bus stop are Hamilton, Colapinto, Hulkenberg, Albon, Behrman, and Gasly. If they do not improve, it is done for them for the day, and we get to see the last 10 of the packing order. And if Russell stays 6/10 faster, then there's not much left for us to see what should be decided. That's going to be Russell's race. So 6/10 faster than everybody else is a guaranteed win unless you wreck the car. So not guaranteed. Let me not say guaranteed. It's a very you got a lot of upside. You got a lot of upside. So who else we got over here? Pia's up in second. You know I'm liking that. I'm liking Pia in second. I'm liking Lando out the top 3. Hadjar in 4th. That's looking gravy, baby. Hulkenberg and Bortoleto, I'm telling you, Audi right now staying in the top 10 is kind of that's a nice look. We got DG Big Blue Navy. Oorah. I had 4 randoms in 2 weeks back on. Oh, for real? Damn, for real, bro? 4 randoms in 2 weeks? Jeez. Nasty Stew in the super chat, my fellow import JDM brother. If you so lively, let's do a grudge race after qualifying, including you again. No. Man, you just trying to make fun of me, man. That's all you trying to do, Nasty Stu. You just trying to make fun of me, bro. You just trying to make fun of me, man. That's all right. I'm always up for a good laugh. That Stu got some jokes, bro. If any of you all was around when I did the grudge race, it wasn't the prettiest thing. It was very comical. Is exactly what it was. It was some fun. But it will be happening again. Believe that. I will. It's crazy work. Every time we turn around, man, YouTube always playing games, bro, messing with shit. Internet, something going crazy. It's always something, man. Always something. Always something. Never fails. All right, we back. Yo, they be tripping. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, at nighttime, I'm telling you, they scandalous. They scandalous. Boom. I don't care what you say. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm not missing Q3. All right, so Q2, we got Ocon, Gasly, Behrman, Albon, Colapinto, and Bortoletto out. That shit sucks. Trust me, I was pissed off. But we done found a way to get this shit back in. I'm going to have to call AT&T and tell them they ass suck. Completely ass. All right, here we go. What's up, Roxanne? Hey, I ain't no quitter, man. I ain't no quitter. I got pissed off, though. I did get pissed off. There's a box upstairs that might be filing a police report on me, like no lie. The cardboard box is probably on the phone with the police right now. Like, this motherfucker just came upstairs and slapped the shit out of me, man. I need somebody to come get him. But we in it. Here we go, chat. We in it right now. Let's get this thing popping and rocking. Hopefully this backup plan don't go out on me. Please don't fail me now. All right. Put that thing as close as possible. Let that thing sit up there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go, chat. We in it. I did not want to miss this shit. I'm trying to tell you right now. We're going to go ahead and get this back on board. Get this thing back ready. Wow. And we in. There we go. All right. There we go. 10 minutes on the clock. We popping and locking. Let's ride. Let's ride. Hey, the positive energy, right, Roxanne? Woosah. Woosah. That's what you got to do. You got to woosah. That's what I had to do, woosah. All right, here we go. We still got Russell up in this thing, man. Damn. Russell up there. Shit, there go. Oh, we got a red flag. We got a red flag on some shit. Already, I just came back. We got a red flag stopping time. 9 minutes and 47 seconds. Looks like Hulk has been out. Bortoletto, don't let it be Hadjar, man. Oh, we got some shit on the track. It looks like somebody left one of the air boxes in the car. Oh, yeah, Mercedes is getting that. They left it on Antonelli's car on the inlet of the side pod. So we got a piece of equipment on track, so that should be real easy for them to remove, get us back on the road, man. Right now, I'm telling you, Lindblad and Lawson, the double L's, which, technically is lost, but they are hanging in there. Is this going to be a season where the junior team does better than the varsity team? Is that what we're looking at right now? It's crazy. And Lewis, I'm so glad I didn't come back from this shit and Lewis Hamilton was out. I'd have been pissed. I'd have been hot, extra hot. But I told y'all, this season, I'm not trying to see Leclerc and Lewis hover between 4 and 5. That's not going to work this season. That's just not going to be a thing this season. Pia's sitting at the top of the charts right now. I mean, I want Pia to be a straight damn, and then Pia ran over that shit. Ooh. Oh, yeah, Pia got to go get that shit. He obliterated that. Yeah, he definitely need to get that car checked for sure because he could have a puncture, anything, especially if he on a push lap and he get a puncture on the front left tire and he's going into a turn, that could be bad. That could definitely be bad. So, yeah, you got to bring that car and inspect that shit, check it out. It's red flag anyway, and the track is clear because it's debris, but nah, I'm bringing that car in for sure. We need to look at that. Definitely. Man. All right, so right now, Hadjar still hanging in there. Bortoletto is in there. He running up. Audi being in top 10 is nice. Oh yeah, the front end plate on that front wing is cracked. It does look cracked. At least I'll say that it looks cracked. I'm really digging the damn warning lights on the side view mirrors. I think that's I think that is a very good feature. I like the little nose cone they got for the blower system on there to pump some air up through for the driver. Your nuts be sweating in that seat. It be real hot in there. Yeah, they definitely trying to fix that wing end plate. They're going to have to get that smoothed out. Here we go. Yellow flag. Antonelli 4th, Leclerc 3rd, Russell 2nd, Pia is 1st. Hey, Pia doing his thing right now. Pia is definitely doing his thing. He up on it. Leclerc is. I'm trying to see Lewis Hamilton be on podium first race. That's all I'm trying to say. Oh, that was Lando that ran over it? Got you. That was Lando that ran over it. Yeah, he totally killed that. I mean, it wasn't allowed to begin with, but he obliterated that. Hajar right now is doing his thing as well, so I'm liking that. So right now, I think it's 9 minutes left, so let's go ahead and poll this. Who you got for poll? Putting it in the chat. I'm finna pick more. Who do you have most likely for poll? Yeah. Him. And damn, I gotta put him in there because he's right there too, though. All right, who you got for poll? Let's vote on it. Let's vote on. We got a poll out. Let's go. For sure, for sure. Let's go. Russell's looking good for pole. Can't front about that. He is looking good for pole. Damn, they got debris flying around everywhere. Yeah, that thing is done. And I think they're probably gonna get a penalty for that. But they did say that they were gonna try to kind of chill back on penalties, but something like that might actually get a penalty. Stephen says in the super chat, I'm really enjoying this year's cars. I want to see these up close. Miami and Austin goals this year, maybe Vegas too. Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely. It's gonna be definitely it's gonna be a different look if you were there before to now, especially the front. I absolutely am intrigued by the front wing for real. Especially, I know they're not doing good right now, but Aston Martin's front wing end plate section might be part of their problem because it looks so intricate, might be overcomplicated, but it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful with that winglet on there, the way it flows. I just like the front wings. That's probably my favorite portion of all of these cars is the front wing designs. The various front wing designs are very interesting and intriguing to me. So that's one of my favorite sections of the cars. All day long, front wing design is nice. Looks good. I definitely am enjoying that. So yeah, he's probably. I hope. I don't know if you can't. I think the team maybe gets a penalty. Maybe they fine the team but don't penalize Kimi. That would be better to me. I would prefer them do that. Fine the team, don't penalize Kimi because Kimi didn't do it. It was a team that did it, so I think they should like €5,000, something to that degree. Put it in a fund, let it go. It's first race of the season. These teams, these mechanics are still trying to get in the flow of things too. So I think find the team money, monetary value. Don't find Kimi any position, any time, and let's just move forward, man. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know what they're going to actually do. Russell, 46% of y'all think Russell is going to get polled. 38% say Hamilton. Yeah, that Mercedes is showing some pace. Hamilton they gotta really come up and throw something. Yeah, they definitely trying to work on that front wing end plate on the McLaren. They got duct tape. They got Gorilla Tape out. Yeah, once you get Gorilla Tape, that shit is fixed. You bring out the Gorilla Tape or the duct tape, something's getting fixed. And something's not coming apart for a while. So, yeah, they got real serious when I just saw the Gorilla Tape. I think that was Gorilla Tape. And that Shark Tape or that Megalodon tape that you can get from Harbor Freight, if you put that tape on something, you don't mean for it to ever come off. I bullshit you not. If you put that tape on there that they sell at Harbor Freight, look like some animated shark or some Megalodon, you do not mean for that to come off whatever the hell you put it on. If it comes off, whatever you put it on is coming apart because it's ripping it apart. They got some tapes out here that shouldn't be legal for public use. I'm just going to keep it that way. You be very careful with that tape. You never know what could happen. But, yeah, once they brought the Gorilla Tape out, I knew they was about to get serious with that. 44, I like that. I'm going to stop the poll right there. 44-44, Lewis Hamilton and Russell. I like that 44 leaning toward Lewis Hamilton's way. But we gotta see some more out of Ferrari. I don't think they're just there yet. I think right now Mercedes teams are looking like they're there, and they looking solid right now. All right, he out, dude. That was good for him to get out there in pit lane first and get out on the track first for sure. Antonelli Russell out there, yeah, get on out there. This is Q3. This is where the big boys play. All the chips are pushed to the center of the table right now. It's big boy town right here. It's time to really see what y'all gonna have. Time to see what you gonna have. Here we go. Here we go. Man, it would be good if Oscar could. No, y'all want Lewis to win, but I'm just saying if Oscar could win his home GP, I'm with that. I'm with that. 8 minutes and 22 seconds. But if Lewis win, I'm hella with that. All the way down. Pia win, with that. Russell win, I ain't against that. I ain't gonna lie, all that boy shit, I ain't with it. Okay, this is it. 7 minutes. They still got some time because you know they all gonna come off the track around the 4-minute mark. Mechanic Mercedes says, what happened to the compression ratio controversy? Very good question, brother. What happened to it? Because we didn't hear anything about it. We heard last that they were going to implement some type of testing, and then it just kind of faded into the background, right? Like we were hearing about it, and it was being talked about, and they were developing other standards to test, and then it just kind of, now I do remember they were putting that voting up, so I don't know if they quite finished how they were going to vote on that, and then now maybe they wait and see where Mercedes is really going to be. Because, I don't like that about Formula One and FIA is that when something should be penalized, he's off into the gravel. I think that was Kimi Antonelli off into the gravel. I don't like, one, delay penalties in racing events because they're waiting for an outcome to decide, do we need to do a penalty? The other thing is I don't like if you're waiting to see if Mercedes is going to be overly powerful to then say, okay, yeah, we're going to really bring this topic back up and enforce it. Or, you know what, their little trick wasn't really something that was going to give them an edge, so we're not going to even really worry about it. I don't like that. If you're going to penalize it, you're penalizing it for the integrity of the sport and the fairness of competition. So it shouldn't matter if it works or not. It's about you initiated something that was improper for how we didn't mean for it to intend for it to be. So we're penalizing you for that, and we're making sure you adhere to the guidelines and the rules as they are. I don't like that. I'm not with that type of situation. So if they're against it and they don't like it and it's something that they didn't intend for it to be, then make it so. Don't try to wait to see if, they got a competitive edge, because that shit looked like they got a competitive edge. That's 5/10 on average for Russell. Hajar, let's go, man. Oh, Lando kicking up there. 5/10 behind Russell. Ooh, man, where's Pia gonna be, man? Damn. Yo, Russell's looking solid right now. The Ferrari looked sluggish right there. It looked sluggish. What's up, Nasty Sue? These new cars are very agile. Yeah. I like the way they being thrown around. There was no improvement right there. Yeah, I'm not, this. I'm not with this right here, man. This is, man, it's still early, so I'm not going to even go into that. I'm going to poll it, though. I'm going to ask you all how you feeling. Gotta ask you. Definitely early. All right, here we go, chat. Let me see what y'all got to say about that. How you feeling about Ferrari right now? I'm I say it's early. I didn't expect a lot. Some of you might be saying you expected more. Antonelli did bring that car back in right. It looks like 2014. Oof, that's not good for Ferrari though. Nasty stew. Excuse me. I'm not like it is at all. Hey, it's early though. It's the first race. They could completely come alive by round 3, and that's early, early. That's really early. They could completely come around by round 3. It's too early to count them out. It is definitely too early to count them out. But you got 3 minutes before we see who our pole sitter is going to be. I can tell you that. Stephen Myers in the super chat says Merck appears to be applying some AMG muscle. Bro, flexing out there, Stephen. They are absolutely. Did you see Toto's face when he gave that, what they call the Grinch smirk and looked at the camera? That's who Toto can be for Halloween. And without little makeup, he could be the Grinch. No bullshit. Toto looked like the Grinch when he made those faces. He looked like the Grinch. Oh, yeah, that front wing plate definitely damaged. Yeah, they're going to have to try to, they got it as good as it's going to be. It's not going to be perfect. Well, I don't think it's going to make any big difference. He shouldn't make a big difference. You see he's still in second, still 5/10 off. If nobody closes this gap, by the end of, if qualifying ends in your second place sitter being 5/10 off George Russell, this race, you already know how it's going to go. We watching second and fourth and everybody else behind that do something. Just for real, straight up. And I kind of feel as if we had a similar situation where it seemed as if the Ferrari car liked mediums more than soft compound tires. I'm probably wrong on that. It probably may be just my perspective. But last season, it just seemed as if the mediums were the preferred choice of tire, especially in the Ferrari camp. I think, to me, Toto loves the villain energy. Hell yeah, especially since now he don't have Christian Horner around. He's solo villain in it now. You know what I'm saying? He's a solo villain. He got the whole villain nation to himself now. It's like the Grand Grinch of the Formula One paddock is Toto Wolff. Man, we about to see. Is Russell about to lay down? Oh, Antonelli popped tall. 2/10 off is Russell, but Russell about to lay another time down, though. He about to lay another time down for the little bro. We about to see what this is going to end up. We'll see. Let's see. We'll see. Russell got a few more segments in that sector. He looking good in the first 2. He might be about to smack little bro back down in second place and put him down where he need to be. Kimi Antonelli doing his thing. What's up, Glass? I see you in the super chat. You still have to consider. There you go, Russell. Russell did it. Race pace. Ferrari is still good, fam. Don't count Hamilton out. Hell no, I ain't counting Hamilton out. No way. No way I'm counting Hamilton out. No way at all am I counting Lewis Hamilton out. Hell no, it's way too early for that. No way, Glass. I'm 10-toed down on the ground. Like, put them up. Yeah, I'm not. 22 seconds. 22 seconds. It looks like this is going to be a Mercedes 1-2. A Mercedes 1-2. If Antonelli wins his first race, first round of the season, that's still going to be crazy. And I'm be hella excited for him. I'm just going to keep it a buck. If Antonelli wins a race, I'm going to be excited for that youngster, man, for real. I'm just going to keep it a buck like that. Leclerc is up in 3rd. Hamilton's in 7th. I mean, you got 7. Hadjar, let's go, baby. Hadjar is about to be at 3rd. Who's gonna get in there? Who's gonna get in there? Oh my goodness. Yo, that's crazy work. Crazy work. Hadjar makes that happen. Mercedes is fast right now. This first race might belong to Mercedes. That right now, they have a nice margin over whoever is sitting behind them. I mean, sheesh Louise. Good gracious. Mercedes is going to get this race, but I don't know if it's going to stay that way by round 3 or 4. I think there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be taking a lot of information, turning this around, and updating their programs. I really do. I think this is just who can get closer to the target right out of the gate. This is kind of like off the trailer racing. I don't know if some of you understand what that is, but it's off the trailer racing is exactly what it sounds at the drag track. When we pull up, we off the trailer, hitting rate, staging into the box, and we taking off. And at that point in time, it's really about whose car setup just happened to be closer than the other one's car setup and who was able to manage a track condition that neither one of them knew. And so that doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, once we make that pass down the track and I got to feel some things, so now I know how to adjust my car, I know how I'm going to launch this thing, I understand what I should feel mid-track. When we go back into the pits and we come back that next round, it could look totally different. That race could look totally different. What happened to Lewis Purples? They didn't show up. The purple sectors didn't show up. Like the shirt, Purple Sector Lifestyle, get you one. Hit that website, hit that link, go get you some Purple Sector Lifestyle merch. But yeah, it didn't show up. But I'm think that this is really going to be one of those situations. Pia is darked out, and that is a wrap for that. It's a done deal. That is our first qualifying. And you know what? Kind of fitting. Our first live stream for qualifying was about like free practice for Formula One. It was shit going crazy, haywire. I'm running around here trying to do wires and switch out modems and find out what's going on. And then finally says, you know what, fuck that. I'm using my personal hotspot on the phone. I don't give a damn what the data rates apply, pay for this shit. And now I'm here, you know? So yeah, it was crazy during that time. Gab, what's up? Gab says, put some howdy partner on his name. King George, howdy partner. Yo, hey, Woody might be here with his little hairband. He got that hairband now so he can stop that sweat because he had it raining in his helmet. Thought it told everybody, put your wet tires on, it's raining. Just like Woody in Toy Story. Put your wet tires on, it's raining. Woody, what the fuck you talking about, bro? It's not raining out here. It's sunny. It's 80 degrees. Where the hell? Oh, it's just sweat. Man, take your ass inside. Yeah, that was Woody. That was a funny moment. That was a funny ass moment. Hey, you know that, Glass. We going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. Trying to make it happen for sure. But that is our first qualifying session. Steph in the Super Chat says, George will need to execute under pressure. Good point. Time to race now. Ferrari has durability and pace. I'm curious as to what Max will do. Hadjar is a dog. All facts. I'm telling you, first thing Max going to do is cry, complain, and whine. Might not make it through the race. Might actually wreck somebody else out. Hadjar could literally probably get a podium if he doesn't make any mistakes. But I do think we're going to have some frills and thrills in this race right here. Ferrari will make position up at the start. We all know, Nasty Stu, indeed, we know Lewis Hamilton is good for at least 2 off go, bro. For at least 2 off go, we know Hamilton is good for that, bro. You know, I like to see Hadjar there, man, in the number 2 seat. Verstappen didn't make it because he couldn't drive the car. Hadjar gets on the 3rd. Man, if he can make podium, oh, my gosh. Let's go. I'm with everything that's going to be popping off right here. I want to see it all. I want to see Pia outdo Norris. I want to see Hamilton on podium. I want to see Hadjar on podium in one of the Mercedes. I'm cool with that. I'm rocking that out. I'm rocking that out for the first round, all right? So it is 1:25 in the morning here, and I really appreciate everybody getting up in here, having a good time with us this morning, tonight to this morning to this night, whatever it's going to be. It's, yeah, you know, you get what I'm saying. This was a good time. First qualifying definitely was very entertaining, and it was competitive. But Mercedes is showing, at least in the first round, they got a little pace, but that's temporary. That could be very temporary. I do not want to sit here and think that Ferrari is not about to respond to that. McLaren is not about to respond to that. Red Bull's not. Come on, it's way too early. It's the first race, literally, and we're about to have a bunch of creators come out and like, oh, it's the first race, man. Anything can happen. It's like the first race of the season is like football any given Sunday. Did anybody think the Carolina Panthers was going to be the team they was this season? Hell no. Nobody. You ain't never put no money on that. But they were upsetting teams. So we'll see what happens. So peace and love to everybody. We're about to get out of here. That shit was rough. I thought it was going to be very bad for us, but it turned out good. So with that being said, Kimi Antonelli almost wrecked the car, but he didn't wreck the car. And we got a Mercedes 1-2 for qualifying. Hey, incredible facts quiz. Hey, Jay, why is everyone suddenly feeling sorry for Alonso and those vibrations in their car? Weren't they same ones laughing at Lewis and Leclerc when their cars were bouncing around like pogo sticks? Hell yeah, I don't feel sorry for him. I'm cool with it. Alonso especially, he need his medicine. Alonso's a hater. Alonso was a hater out there, so I'm not even mad that he about to be sitting back there looking at any hopes of a championship dwindling away in his eyes. Alonso might quit mid-season, but like, hey, man, you might want to go apologize to Felipe Drugovich, man. I'm about to quit on y'all. But like I quit on Alpine, I'm about to quit on y'all right now because I can't do this shit, man. I don't watch Lewis Hamilton run it up on me, and I just hate to see Lewis Hamilton succeed so much that it's not healthy for me to be in Formula One anymore. And so, yeah, go call Felipe. Apologize, Felipe. I'll go get Felipe for you. A matter of fact, I'm going to call Uber right now, pick up Felipe, bring Felipe here. Y'all sign a contract, let that young man drive. I'm done. Right. All right, chat, we out of here. Peace and love. We gone.